Sawadee Hello everyone, my name is Maggie and this is another episode of RC Modifiye. In this episode we have a 1970 Dodge Challenger. And we're gonna be using Dark Dragon Wing M Drift 1 rear-wheel drive chassis. To complete the chassis, we're gonna need some wheels, motor, and ESC. This one is 45T. The M-Drift chassis doesn't use spur gear and pinion gear, so it relies on a high torque motor. This one is slow, but it has a lot of torque. We're gonna need a transmitter and receiver. I got this 6-channel surface radio from hobbyking.com. There is a video showing how to use this transmitter. I'll put the link in the description. And lastly, we're gonna need a battery and a charger. And for the body, I got the exhaust, the 116 mesh. For the color, I'm gonna be painting it black, PS5. I haven't ordered it yet. I only have PS31. This one will be for the windows and stuff. The M-Drift chassis was designed to have a room for an engine in the front, so I'm gonna be using this engine. It is a 110 overhead valve V8. And of course guys, I'm gonna put some LED lights and car sound on it. You can find this on rcmart.com. And that's everything guys. Things might change throughout the video, so we'll see. And now we're gonna assemble the M-Drift 1 chassis. I'm not gonna show you guys everything, but I'll show you guys some important parts. We have to grease these control arms and the tie rods. You don't really have to grease them, but things will be a little bit smoother with the grease. Okay guys, I'm gonna show this as an example. The shock is too soft, so we're gonna take the spring out, stretch it to 100 millimeters, and then put it back in to make it stronger. If you do it right, the spring will stretch correctly. If you do it wrong, the spring will be crooked a little bit, but that's okay. For the ones that already included, these ones are already stretched. For the front shocks, we're gonna have to cut these off. You can grease the set screw too because it's a little tight going in for this one. Put the shorter ones in the front. And we're gonna have to grease this area right here. Okay now guys, I'm gonna have to cut the body so that I can use it to measure where things should be. Oh, and I just printed out bucket seats. Somebody made this and put it on Thingiverse, so I'll put the link in the description. I have to cut these off. If you don't want to put the engine here, there is a floor for it. The width in the back is 250 millimeters. The width in the front is 205 millimeters. So I'm gonna use 9 millimeter offset in the back and 6 millimeter offset in the front. 6 millimeter offset, 9 millimeter offset. Now I don't like these tires. I'm gonna have to take them off and put in the new tires. I have tire installer for 110 RC. This one's easy. I'm gonna warm this up with water. Perfect. I'm gonna cut the front off and put on the mesh instead. I'm gonna open up the windows a little bit. And now I'm gonna make a roll cage for it. I also made some light buckets. This car doesn't come with light buckets, so I have to make them. And it is time to tape the windows, tail lights, and start painting. I'm gonna smooth the edges. Yeah. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit with alcohol. PS5. And now we got it painted, got the roll cage painted, and I improved the steering wheel a little bit. I'm gonna throw it right here, but this one is on the way, so I'm gonna trim it off so that I can use double-sided tape to tape it here. These are the mesh mounts. I'm gonna drill holes for the turn signal lights. I have an idea, guys. I'm gonna make a switch that will act like a clutch. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna put a switch on one of the big motor's wires, and that switch will be controlled by a servo. I got some wires for extension. I have to reverse the rotation, so instead of reversing on here, I'm just gonna switch the motor's wires. I remove these LEDs out. I'm also gonna add another switch for the engine, because when I turn on the car, the engine will start right up. I don't want that. I want the engines to start when the sound system starts. So I'll put a switch on it, and I'll switch it on using channel 4. And now for the LED lights, I'm gonna use this plug instead. And now I'm gonna make the engine kind of shake a little bit by using another servo. And now it's time for nitrous tank and fire extinguisher. I'm gonna put them in the center, so I'm gonna make a cover for the axle here. I also have seat belts or safety harness. When that happens, it means there's not enough power. So I got a converter. This one is too big. I don't have a place for it, so I'm gonna try the small one. Make sure you tune the voltage first before you plug into any of these things. I'm making holes for the harness brackets. I'm gonna make a shifter and a handbrake. I might make the pedals too. I just put the longer shaft for the steering wheel. Time for some exhaust. I use 16 gauge wire for the coolant hose. It's time for some stickers. To lift this RC car, you have to grab on the wheels. to take out the body. Take out the battery. The on and off switch is right here. There is a switch to turn on the engine right here. This button will be the clutch. This one will be the engine. I usually turn this on while I press the throttle. You have to wait for the sound a little bit after you start the car. This one will be the horn. You can change this to police car sound by plugging this plug on the top one. But I like the horn better. And lastly is the height adjustment. This one right here. This chassis relies on the shocks to move the car up and down. So you will have to pump it a few times before it will work properly. I almost forgot the side mirrors. I don't really want to sell this car, but if you guys want to buy it, I will list it for sale. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it and find this helpful. Thank you and have a nice day. สวัสดีครับ
ส
I think drifting on a hard, smooth cement floor would be a lot better than the carpet floor. It just doesn't slide all the way on the carpet, and also there's a lot of weight in the back, so it's doing a lot of this and this. It reminds me of the Sakura D4 rear-wheel drive. That one I had to add some weight in the front just to make it drift a little bit easier. I have seen people use round front wheels to make it really smooth when drifting, and people also use the gyro, which I don't use. I want to make it easy to drift without using a gyro. For the shocks, M Drift 1 chassis needs to have hard shocks if you want the ride height adjustment. Maybe M Drift 2 will have soft shocks and will still be able to adjust the ride height. For M Drift 1, you will still have to deal with the weight distribution, maybe try different tires. And so yeah, I put these designs on Thingiverse so you guys can go there and download them for free.